All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and this is day 3 of Turtle Week. Yes, Turtle Week is in full effect. Today, we're going to be looking at the Demon Lord. We're going to do the full fight on Ultra Nightmare. Yes, unfortunately, we're going to watch the whole thing. But first, we're going to go in and do 2 other fights, just so you can kind of see how much damage they do in easy, through Nightmare, and then Ultra Nightmare. Now, I'm not going to waste 5 keys. I could, buy 3 more keys and do each one of these on auto, and it would be a waste of gems. And I could do it, but I'm not going to. We're just going to do easy. So we're going to go into easy. Now, just so you know, the best damage we've ever done has been either with Mithrala or with Apothecary in our 5th slot. And the most we ever did on easy was 300 and I think 11 or 320 million, somewhere in that range. So we're going to just let it go with turtles only. All right. I want to see what we can do because I know the damage that we can do with the extra person. All right. And either one, it literally doesn't matter. They both do well. So it doesn't matter who I throw in there. I'm sure there's another hero that we can throw in there. We've thrown Dark Kale in there. We've thrown Valerie in there. We've done damage with pretty much everybody. So we kind of know what we're looking for. I'm sure there's someone in this team on our account that we could bring in here that would really up the damage. But as of right now, we're going to do this with just the turtles alone. So 4 turtles versus the clan boss. Let's do a quick battle on easy and see what these turtles can accomplish by themselves on clan boss. So just having the 4 heroes and nothing else. All right. I'm curious myself because I want to see how much that 5th person really affects the fight at all. That is disgusting. All right. Now, to be clear, we did 320 million. And the reason I said that we did that is because we didn't have, if you watched this, actually, I think it was last week, I believe there was a video I put out where we were doing a test. It's the clan boss test. And that was before they had their masteries. Okay, so they didn't have their masteries done. We didn't have any war masters, nothing like that. So now, with their masteries, this is the first time we've done it, 481 million damage with just the 4 turtles. I could imagine. So this is easily a 500 or 600 million damage team on easy mode with the 4 turtles and a really good hero. Let's just look at the damage real quick. Leo at 156. We've got Mikey at 154. Raph at 63 million and Donnie at 107. So Raph is the weak link right now. So if we can figure out a way to make him do a little bit more damage, I think we'll have some stuff going on. Because I think we have a defense. Yeah, we have a defense piece on his, what is it, his banner. So that would be a big change. We might be able to get his damage up a little bit. But as of right now, he's staying alive. He dies first. It's funny because he's actually the worst of the 4. Like, out of all the turtles here, I feel like Raph is the worst one. But that's just me. All right, I don't hate him. I just need to get him built up a little better. We also have better blessings on these guys. But then again, Leo doesn't even have a blessing. All right, let's move ahead. So we're not going to do normal, hard, and brutal because it would be dumb. So we know that we got 481 million on easy. Let's move to Nightmare and see what these 4 can do now on Nightmare. All right. Quick battle through Nightmare. So this is going to be the damage difference between Nightmare and easy. So figure if we do, 480 million on easy. Look at that, 87.37 million. That is not bad at all. So we doubled the Nightmare. Same thing, same concept. Actually, this time, it looks like Raph is on point. So look at this. So now we've got 20 across the board, which means what probably happened is something ended. This ended in 4 turns, in 40 turns. That's crazy. 40 turns, that's it? I figured it'd be better. But either way, that's not bad. 20 across the board on everybody. They all did even damage. So basically, you're going from 480 million all the way up to 87 million. Now, that's enough, obviously. I mean, if we go look. I mean, we obviously beat easy mode right there. See? We only needed to do 1.1 million on easy mode, and we did 480. So I guess that's that. Yeah, 481. That's crazy, right? They're just 4 turtles. Oh my god, it's disgusting. And then Nightmare, now we did 87 million with just the 4 turtles. So just these guys alone are just wrecking it, all right? Now, in Ultra Nightmare, we can auto battle this. So you have to do 70 million. With a fifth person, we were able to do 70, I think it was 74.5 million, somewhere in that range. We just did enough with an extra person in there to beat this in one turn, so we can auto fight, see a quick battle. We're going to take quick battle off. We're going to go in and see what we can do in Ultra Nightmare. Now, this is just the 4 turtles. At least we know it's only going to be, you know, around 30 or 40 rounds, so it's not going to be the longest fight that we've ever seen, which is good. We're not trying to do this, you know, for 10 years. But now you can actually see how they function together. Now, the reason that the other heroes make them do so much damage is because it keeps them alive longer. So when you start getting into the heavier and hard-hitting fights, having Mithrala, who can put a shield up on everybody and do some defense up and all that, it helps because if there's a downtime. Using Valerie works because it extends the buffs that the turtles are already using, which is good, and they have those defense up buffs, so that way, you know, you don't really technically need Mithrala to make this team work. So having Valerie is essentially just as good, and she has some shields. Apothecary, I don't think I really need to explain, but he just speeds the team up, heals, and that's it. He just keeps everyone constantly moving and getting their buffs back up, so he works as well. I'm sure that if you get somebody in here who can do, you know, even crit damage down, or, you know, any debuff or buff that's going to help your team is going to make this better. Now, Mikey is usually the one that takes the brunt of the fight. So he's going to take most of the hits to the face. I don't know if that changes having only 4 turtles in the team. I have no idea. This is the first time I'm ever watching this with just 4 turtles. So we're in round 4, and we're already at 6.3 million on the 4th round with 4 turtles. So that's not bad. They're still doing the numbers they need to do. Now, I feel like the only reason that this is going to be not as good of a damage as before is, like I said, they're just not going to last as long. So having that 5th person is always a good help. And especially if it's a speed hero, ooh, even better, because then you just constantly increase turn meter, and you're just constantly getting 4 hits. There you go. Party dude, right to Mr. Mikey. So if we're going in order of my favorite turtles, Leo is by far and away my favorite. Like 100%, he's always been my favorite turtle. I might be biased, but even in the game itself, Leo is my favorite turtle. Second favorite out of the 4, and more important, is Mikey. Mikey is a disgusting tank. Like, it's crazy that Leo and Mikey are both basically tanks. I was a little bit hesitant on Mike when I first saw him. Granted, we also have the 5-star blessing that everyone got for free, so that helps. But essentially, he just stays alive and takes the hits. Look at that. He just pops the shield up. He has the taunt. He can just take punches right to the face. He can dodge. He does all kinds of stuff. Really, really good damage dealer. Really good tank damage dealer, which is even better. And he's built with attack, too. Like, he's not built for defense. So just having that attack is what keeps him alive. It's crazy. And then Donnie's my 3rd. He's really good hero. Great healer. Good speed up for the team, so he keeps the team moving fast. And then you got Raph. Raph, I think, funny enough, I think we just need to rebuild Raph a little bit and make him a little more functional. But he's got block revive. He's got a lot of really good skills that help out in dungeons, you know, like Ice Golem and things like that. He's probably really good in Arena as far as if you built him straight attack, just nonstop, all attack, crit damage. I feel like he would be a really good nuker and killer. And he has the block revive, so you can stop stupid teams, which if you watch the Arena video, you'll see that he does that sometimes. He'll block revive on them. So he is really good and useful, but he's my least favorite. All right, and he's not bad, though. And by any stretch of the imagination, we're talking about the worst of the 4 best heroes in the game right now, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, I don't care. Like, he's still good. Like, would I choose Raph over, like, Mithrala? Yes. On this team, if I had to get rid of one of them, I would get rid of Mithrala. You know what I mean? And Mithrala is so important to this account. I would still take Raph over Mithrala just because he works with this team, and it's just a perfect setup. So that's what I mean when I say he's the worst one. It's not that he's bad, all right? To be honest, I would probably pick Raph over literally any hero in the game. I don't think there's one hero in this game that I would not pick Raph over if I had the other 3. If I don't have the other 3 and I can only pick one turtle, yeah, it wouldn't be Raph. If you could only pick one of these guys, one hero out of the game to keep, to be honest, I don't even know if it would be a turtle. I mean, because these guys function well because they're so good together and they constantly hit with when the other ones attack. So that kind of makes them what they are and why they're so good at the damage they do. But if you only have one, that negates it. So if I had to pick one, I'm 100% going Leo. And to be honest, because I love the turtle so much, I probably would still pick him over every hero in the game. That's how much these guys are awesome and how exciting they make the game. So I hope you guys at least got one turtle. Even if you didn't get Leo, everyone got Mikey for free. So just keeping him alone is totally worth it. And being able to have a turtle on your team, and even just having the one turtle's fun. He's definitely not bad, even by himself. He could do some really good damage. It's just having all of them is such a difference. Like, it's such a huge difference in the power that they put out. I mean, look at this. You're already at 24 million now on Ultra Nightmare with only 4 turtles. All right, so that's it. Only 4 turtles. We're not even using a 5th hero right now. And you just saw them put up 480 million. That's crazy, right? So on Nightmare, I think the most I've seen from this team with an extra person on it is around, I want to say, like 120 to 150 million. That's the most I've seen on Nightmare on an auto battle. This one, the most I've ever seen, like I said, is about 75. I don't remember if we did 80 or not. I'm pretty sure we didn't hit 80 yet. I think it was 75. It might have been 80, actually, because I'm thinking about it. I don't remember. But you're somewhere between 75 and 80 either way. That's not a big difference. It's not like the biggest difference where it matters whether or not I hit 75 or 80. Because really the only number that matters is 71. Because then you can do Ultra Nightmare in a click now, which saves us so much trouble. And we'll be using the turtles in Ultra Nightmare forever. Like, that's it. Like, we're not worried about Ultra Nightmare. We're worried about getting our heroes and our rare heroes built up right now, because we actually do still have a few heroes we need to work on. And we have Shredder. So eventually we will bring Shredder into the mix. It would have been nice to get April O'Neil, but, it is what it is. All right. So far, what are we at now? 18 turns, and they're rocking it right now. 31 million. That is not bad for just the turtles. I love it. Uh-oh. See, now we're starting. This is where you're going to start seeing things start to go a little awry for them, because you're getting into the point after round 20 for your average player. The damage output becomes too much. All right, so that's when you're going to start seeing your team fail. And that's when you're going to start worrying about what heroes you bring in and all that. I think my main team, I don't even remember what my regular team did. Was it 17 or 20 million in Ultra Nightmare? I can't remember. It wasn't good, though. I think I remember that I said it was going to take me 3 to 4 keys to even clear Ultra Nightmare every day. And we would have to sit there and watch those fights for basically what you're looking at now, somewhere around 5 to 15 minutes to have those fights go on, because usually I'm using speed up turn, so they get way more turns than normal, so it's a slow fight. So yeah, you would have to watch all that. Look at that, raidgift.com. I don't even know what that is. I'm not advertising that, by the way, so if you see that, I don't know what the hell that is. It's just in the chat. Boom, boom, boom. All right, wow. This is surprisingly going better than I thought. I didn't think we were going to hit 40 million. I figured we were going to hit, because we're missing that extra person, but I'm assuming around round 30. I'm assuming that's when this is going to be cut. And remember, guys, I'll say it again. If you want to see the builds and what they look like and their gear and all that stuff, you can go to the first video for Turtle Week, and they're all out right now when you're watching this. They've just come out. And I'm going to put links in the description for all the videos for Turtle Week. So that way, if you want to go watch them all, you can. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Right in the stomach. These little bastards. They are doing a lot of damage here. I'm super excited about this. Imagine they actually one-key it. I don't think they're going to, but you never know. Sometimes you just get the right set of circumstances in these fights. Because I've seen, when we were starting in Raid Shadow Legends, we actually saw huge fluctuations in our damage. I mean, just affinity. If a guy gets a crazy hit off like that one right there. But there you go. Raph's dead again. See? Raph spends most of his time on the floor. And I love that they scream Cowabunga. It makes everything better. It makes the fight go by faster. So I'm thinking probably around 45 to 50 mil. That should be a reasonable number. As long as Mikey keeps taking it to the face, we're good. Because he's the one that's going to be able to take more hits at higher level. Him and Leo, actually. So as long as he stays away from Donatello, like even there, look at that. He puts up the stone skin and he's fine. It's actually good that Raph is the one that dies. He's literally the one that brings the least to the team. Because Mikey right there has the attack down and the leech. So that everybody's constantly healing. And because they have the 3 hits, because when one attacks, they all attack, they're just constantly healing. So the leech is a really big thing. Mikey and Leo both have a security mechanism for when they get punched really hard. Leo has the stone skin and Mike has that shield he puts up. Boom, look at that. And he has the dodge as well. So yeah, technically speaking, if Mike dodged every single round and got punched, then the fight could technically go on forever. And then Donnie's there just to make those 2 faster. That's it. He's just there to make them faster. All right, so we made it to round 30. And what do we do? 83 million on Nightmare? Frickin' Raph, man. Literally the only thing that this team is really missing is some sort of a revive. And they kind of have it, like it's kind of built into the kits where they can come back, but it's got to be at the time of death. But there's nothing that can bring them back. You know what I mean? Like you can't revive them with just the turtles. There you go. There goes Mr. Donnie. Can they do 2.2 million? So we got 2 mil left they got to do. Just these 2. Can they do it? All right. Boom. Counterattack. I don't know. They're going to hit the 50 million mark. We don't have the leech up right now. There you go. He dodged. There's 1 million up. He's getting extra turns. Oh, there they go. They just missed it. So 49.5 million. Raph putting up 9. So we actually beat Donnie this time, funny enough. Mikey and Leo basically neck and neck, 16 and 15 million. So yeah, these guys are rocking it, putting up some numbers. I can't really argue with this. This is ridiculous. And that's only with 4 heroes, guys. All right, that's not even using anyone else. And just as a side note, we'll go in here as a bonus. I can't really do the fight because we already did it. I was just messing around with it, but here you go. In normal mode, we ended up bringing in our boys here. All right, so we ended up bringing in Drex and Ryan. And this was the best we've ever done now. So I think our best fight was somewhere between 17 and 20 million without the turtles. So this is before turtles even existed. This seemed to be the team that worked really well. They went a lot of rounds, but as you can see, Leo was putting up 24 million, Donnie 8, Mikey putting up almost 13 million. That's not bad. Raph putting up 11, Drexstar putting up 7 million, and Ryan doing no damage because he's just there to put the weekend on and to revive and all that other stuff. So yeah, I mean, they can do some serious damage in the Hydra as well. So if you are looking for a good Hydra team, these guys are definitely good. You just got to find the right 2 heroes to put with them. Because like I said, they're missing a revive. So any hero that can revive is good. And a burn is also very good on the Hydra. So having a hero like Mordecai, or even Galek's father, whatever the hell his name is, Drexstar. There's definitely a couple of good burners that aren't ridiculously hard to get, and you could use those in here. But yeah, team power 436k, and 65 million in Hydra 1. So you can at least get your Mithrala with these turtles, which is nice. But if you have the turtles, you don't even need Mithrala anymore. She's useless. No, I'm just kidding. She's not useless. I'm just shitting all over Mithrala today. I'm sorry. That is not the right thing to do. Mithrala is amazing, one of the best heroes in the game, arguably one of the best, and arguably the one hero that will change your entire account once you get her. So yeah, definitely get her. Don't listen to me. All right. So yeah, that's it for today. If you guys have any questions, things you want to talk about, things you want to discuss, make sure you leave a comment below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You help the channel grow. And we do live streams every week. And who knows? Maybe we'll do some turtle stuff. All right. That sounds dirty. You want to do some turtle stuff? All right. So this is all 4 turtles through all of the clan bosses. Well, at least the ones that we did. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.